Confidence is usually seen as a good thing, but here's the part nobody talks about. Some of the most dangerous people you'll ever meet are also the most confident, because confidence has a shadow side, and if you don't know how to spot it, you'll mistake danger for strength and charm for safety. In this episode, we're breaking down the 5 types of confident people you should actually fear and how to protect yourself from each one. The ice cold confident. They're calm, collected, unshakable. The kind of person who never raises their voice and never seems stressed. But here's the truth. Their calmness isn't emotional strength, it's emotional absence. This is the person who can walk away from a relationship overnight simply because they feel nothing. And why they're dangerous? They can disconnect instantly, not because you hurt them, but because they never were attached in the first place. And how to spot them. The reactions never match the emotion of the situation. They're supportive in logic, but absent in empathy. When you open up, they stare more than they respond. And how to protect yourself. Don't get fooled by their maturity. Pay attention to how they treat your emotions, not how calm they look. And never rely on someone for emotional support if they've shown you they don't have any emotional depth to give. The charming predator. This is the confidence everyone falls for. Smooth voice, too much eye contact, the perfect smile at the perfect moment. But charm isn't personality, it's a strategy. And why they're dangerous? They mirror you so well that you forget you're being studied. They give you what you want, so they can take what they want. How to spot them? They bond unusually fast. The compliments feel targeted, not genuine. They always know the right thing to say, and their stories don't line up with their actions. How to protect yourself? Slow down the pace. Don't trust someone just because they get you. And watch what they do when you say no. Charm collapses when they can't control the outcome. The unbreakable ego. At first, they look confident, bold, strong, and unbothered. But their confidence has a hidden rule. They can only stay strong if nobody challenges them. Why they're dangerous? They look composed until you disagree. Then the mask cracks. You see defensiveness, anger, insults, anything to protect their ego. How you can spot them. Notice micro reactions when you question them. They dominate conversations without listening. They struggle to apologise. They'd rather lose you than lose an argument. And how to protect yourself. Give small, harmless disagreements early on. If they can't handle a tiny no, they'll never handle a real one. And don't ever shrink yourself just to keep their world intact. The stoic manipulator. This person uses silence as a weapon. They stay calm, controlled, and unreadable. Not because they're wise, but because they know it gives them power. Why they're dangerous? They let you be the emotional one, and then they use that against you. You look dramatic, and they look reasonable. And then they win without ever lifting a finger. How to spot them? They speak less the more emotional you become. Their silence feels like a tactic, not a personality. They never reveal anything personal, and they collect your weaknesses quietly. How to protect yourself? Match their calm tone, stop oversharing, they're taking notes. And don't try to win arguments, set boundaries instead, because you can't out-silence someone who uses silence as control. The fearless risk taker. This is the confident person who makes life exciting, until you realise excitement is their cover for recklessness. They act untouchable. Consequences? Not for them. Responsibility? Someone else's job. That's why they're dangerous. The confidence can pull you into decisions you're not comfortable with, financially, emotionally, even physically. They don't calculate risks. They assume everything will magically work out. And how to spot them? They minimise risks, they mock caution, and they jump into commitments too fast. They get bored the moment life feels stable. How to protect yourself? Don't get hypnotised by their excitement. Trust the part of you that hesitates. That's your intuition trying to save you. And always keep your own exit plan, because they won't have one. Confidence isn't always what it seems. Sometimes it's strength, sometimes it's skill. But sometimes it's the mask danger wears to look attractive. If you found this video interesting, why not check out more of our videos? Leave a comment and subscribe for more. Confidence can inspire you, or it can blind you, but on Mindspeak, we see the unseen.